Forgive me, this one may take a few clips. So then, what is imagination? I realize that when I speak of imagination, I am not referring to the traditional understanding,
the opposite of reason, or the ability to create scenarios or images in one's head, but rather I refer to the understanding that without imagination, knowledge is very limited. That being said, when I previously referred to the moment that my imagination becomes its most powerful, so to speak, I mean, in fact, my intelligence. Um, I read an article once that stated, or rather, it was theorizing that psychic abilities as a whole are, in fact, this is a theory, of course, are in fact the highest form of intelligence. It is not that one is seeing the future or reading someone else's mind. Um, it is that those people who can do these things, those beings, forgive me, are so intelligent that they have perceived something that would otherwise be impossible for them to know. So, again, circling back, when I speak about my imagination, I do in fact mean my highest form of intelligence, which, as a human who has been trying to reach this for over 15 years, it is something very, or rather extremely challenging for all humans to do. Um, and of course, we all have critical thinking or common sense, or some humans can backflip while others can't. Many of us have talents that other humans don't have, but being able to travel to star systems that are otherwise out of reach without advanced technology, or going into someone else's mind. Um, it is fascinating to believe that there's a group of scientists that believe that we are not actually doing these things. We are just, in fact, so intelligent that we can perceive something that others would otherwise not know, which could be someone's someone's thoughts in the very moment that they're thinking them, even though you could be halfway across the world, or being able to describe a building you've never been to by using something called remote viewing or astral projection. uh, Brain fart.
If I may continue.
So what then would be the fuel for this intelligence? Where would this knowledge that others cannot achieve or grasp at come from? Um, Two theories I want to put together. First would be the multiverse theory. The um, calculations describe that the universe that we exist in is one of an uncountable, it seems, number of other universes, all of which very possibly contain a
exact replica of me with slight differences, or you as well, of course. Um, and comic books and video games tell us that all of these versions of ourselves usually make a lot of the opposite choices that we make. And the second theory would be that the multiverse, forgive me, is in fact so massive that we do not know how old it is. It may have just been in existence for longer than we can imagine. This also gives light to the possibility that every version of the multiverse, including the version that we are existing in, has already ended. And this is not the first time we've experienced it. We just choose to be here as part of the collective experience. So, if then the universe or multiverse has already ended, that means every choice that every version of yourself has ever made, or every choice we ever will make, including in every universe, of course, has already been perceived by the universe itself. So then that would lead to the idea that this ultimate intelligence is just listening to the universe. Or rather, since the multiverse has already ended, this massive amount of information has been stored somewhere or cataloged in some way, perhaps in another plane of existence. So, because ours is physical, of course. So then, does this imagination or ultimate intelligence just tap into this massive amount of pre stored knowledge or knowledge that has already existed? There is. There is one movie and one TV show that I believe, that I can think of immediately, that I believe display all of the theories I just spoke of almost quite perfectly. The movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Absolutely fantastic if you have not seen it. I won't give any spoilers. I may talk about it in future videos. And the TV show is Loki. And I won't give much toward that as well. I can't lie. I feel I may have confused you a little bit. So I will try. I'll try to shorten it here really quick. So then, my theory is that if we are to believe that imagination is the ultimate intelligence, and the multiverse has in fact already ended, every choice we've ever thought of or ever made has already played out. Every lifetime has already ended. Then, when we can access the the deepest levels of the imagination or the highest levels of the ultimate intelligence, that would that would only mean, I would theorize, that one could have access to all all perceivable knowledge before our own existence and in the infinite future beyond. The question is, how then would one person be able to access the information through other beings? Quite simply, we're all connected.